morning. Good morning. Look, it's the 10 laws, y'all. The 10 laws of the legacy author. If you got a few seconds to change your life, then do not flip, do not scroll. If you're an author and you're not making the traction you want to make, I guarantee you it's because you're not following one of the 10 laws of the legacy author. Listen, do you understand how powerful the simple things are? Somebody looks at this book and they say, that's a small book. That's a small book, right? Look, you can read this book in a couple of minutes. But the power of this book and the power of laws, right, control destiny. Laws control destiny. The universe is made up on laws. Our countries are made up and controlled by laws. Our body, our physiology, our health, all of this is set up on laws. Our spiritual connection to God is dictated on certain laws. Our success is set up on laws. It doesn't take a 100, 200, 300 page book to figure out how to transform your life from A to Z. It doesn't take a 200 page book to move from selling one book to creating a business that makes you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, a day. So I want to go over the 10 laws of the legacy author. And today I want to talk about law number 1. And law number 1 is that it is the law of service. To become a successful author, to turn your book, transform your book into a business that has multiple streams of unlimited income, the first law, and this is the law of business, this is the law, it's a universal law. It is the law of service. Your book has to provide a service for your reader. People don't buy books just because it has a nice cover. I know we say it all the time. Your cover, people do judge a book by its cover. People buy books that solve problems in their lives. I want you to think about when you go to the grocery store. Do you go to the grocery store? We're talking about the grocery store now, not the mall. Do you go to the grocery store to window shop? Do you go to the grocery store just to walk the aisles? Now, if you're a Costco fanatic like myself, maybe you do. But on the whole, when you go to the grocery store, you're not going to the grocery store to see who you want to support, to pick up the toilet tissue because it has a nice packaging. You go to the grocery store to solve a problem in your life. I need food. That is a problem. I'm going to the grocery store because the grocery store provides a service to me that solves my problems. I got a little ahead of myself. So the law of service says, I will create products and services that serve others and improve lives. I will create products and services that serve others and improve lives. People don't want your book just because you think it was a good idea. People don't want your book just because you think you had an amazing life. People don't want your book just because you think you had a really crazy life and you had a crazy story. You know why people want your book? They want your book because they want to find out how your life story can help their life story. So when you write your book, if you've written your book and that was not your thinking, it's time to shift your thinking on how you promote and push your book. It's time to shift your thinking on how you promote and push your book. I say that again because it's important, because some people already have their book out and they're stagnant and they don't know why. And the reason you're stagnant is because you're not trying to find out what problems you solve for people. So go back to your book and figure out and dissect your book and extract from your book solutions to people's problems, because that's what they want from your book. And when you do that, not only do you extract solutions for their problems, but you create new business opportunities. That page in your book that shows somebody how to create a new budget and handle their finances better, that creates a coaching program. That creates merchandise where, like Dave Ramsey selling envelopes with grids on them so you can keep track of your money. You know how much money Dave Ramsey made from envelopes? He created a new stream of income from a page in his book. He solved a problem for people. So that first law is very important. It starts before we do anything. We have to be thinking, what problem am I solving for people? Because I have a coach who says it very eloquently. And what he says is, money changes hands when problems are solved. Shout out to Coach Michael Burt. Money changes hands when problems are solved. And the bigger the problem, the more people are willing to pay. So that's the law number one, the law of service. Is your book solving a problem? What is that problem? Who has that problem? And what kind of service can you provide to make money from that problem? All right, you all have a great day. We'll come back with law number 2.